Hi, it's Ashley from AB Sound Advice. Today we're doing a product review on the oBravo HAMT-3 MkII over-ear headphones, and wow, really looking forward to doing this review. As you've seen in the past, we've did the other oBravos that were around the 5K mark. This model here is around the 2.5K mark, and I think you remember mentioning the other model that was at 5K was punching above its weight and giving things around 10K a run for our money. Well, here we are at 2.5, giving $5,000 headphones a run for its money. It really has surprised me. I really cannot get over the sound of this. So let's first off, like I always do, just quickly whiz through the specifications. You can see that it's a black gravity material fabric they're using there. It is a natural, you can actually feel the grain of the wood. So it's a natural homegrown wood from Taiwan. It's using the headband, which you can see there, and it's a nice feel to it. It also uses a AMT tweeter, which is 40mm, and you've also got the dynamic driver 50mm. So again, it's a two-way. Its frequency response is 20 Hz through to 45 Hz. KHZ. 32 ohms, sensitivity 105 dB, and what I'll also do while I'm thinking about this, you remember in the other models, which is the same as the rest, they do come with the little port package. And in this particular model, I haven't used the ports. I didn't need to. You'll notice in the other one I talked about the different port selections straight out of the box. The port settings on this was exactly perfect for my liking. So there was no point pulling this apart and messing with it. I was very happy. But if you did want to do that, and you're uncertain, maybe talk to your dealer before you start pulling your headphone apart if you're uncertain. But there's the little kit. And then also on that other model, you remember I did take these little sticky pads out, and they go, you just take the actual, this whole ring off, and inside there it sticks across there, just a little bit of extra dampening on the main driver, and it just comes with a pair of two, one for each side. We also have and I'm just grabbing it for you now, we have the booklet that comes with it. So you've got your two connectors to the headphones, it's terminated to a 4 to the XLR 4 pin, and then you can see there 3.5 adapter, and I'll go through that in a moment. And then you can see there the actual port settings that you can make on the side of that. And I'll just flick the thing around the other way, and you can see there showing you where you stick those little things in behind, as I mentioned before. And of course we've got just how to adjust you up and down on the actual earpieces. So very well put together. The other thing that I thought was very, very cool, and I will just lift the camera back, is the actual case. It really is well organized. It's got all the little compartments for the connectors, and it is a hard case. And again, really nice, really well put together, nice and solid. You wouldn't have to worry about any damage being done with it being in the case. So right, let's get into this. So with that aside, we've got the terminated to the like a B and C connection, and you can just take that out of there, and you can see there you've got the threaded connection there, and you can see there on there it just threads in, so you just obviously pop it onto there. There is no left or right. You can decide that by putting the red on whatever way you'd like, and of course black on the opposite side. Really comfortable. I mean, I absolutely love them. And you've got the, as I said, terminated to your 4 pin. Comes with an adapter, which you can see here, which you just plug into there, and then that adapter then is terminated to a 3.5, and of course then you've got the termination to a 6.3. And if you've also got a balance connection on your amp at home, you'll just be able to plug that straight directly into your amplifier. So very well thought through. Now let's go through the sound. Now the sound of these, truly, I've got to be honest, straight out of the box, very impressed. And the bass, nice and solid and detailed. Mids and vocals, very natural, and it's effectively like being in the recording studio and you're just sitting in there while they're putting the music together. oBravo's different strategy that they've taken is it's all about the music, and they've gone for the listen and feel, and it's about, they wanted sort of the pursuit of the reality of music. And when I tried to understand what they were talking about. As I mentioned in previous reviews about oBravo, they've gone down a different path where instead of headphones sort of competing with each other, Their approach is they've tried to design a headphone to match up to what it would sound like if you owned a pair of floor standers in your home, and that is a different sound to what a pair of headphones sound like. And as you heard me in the previous reviews say, it was a bit of an adjustment. Once you've actually taken the time to listen to these and you really get a bearing on where they're heading, it's a very addictive headphone. It's very, very hard to go back to a more traditional headphone. And as you know, most headphones do adjust their frequencies, and they set their headphones up to a particular sound that's sort of 90% of the music or 95% of the music's sounding a particular way. They soften it off. They spend ages just adapting it, where he's gone for a more natural approach where if there is a snare or there is a little sound or a little bit of a ting in the background, you can actually hear every single instrument. It's, to be honest with you, it's just unbelievable how they've managed to reproduce the sound. And for this money that they're asking, this headphone is well and truly punching way above its weight, like other models that I've played with. So very, very impressive. So going back to that top end again, very detailed. It really does sound like you are there. So if you've ever been into a recording studio, you've been to a concert, or you've been somewhere where it's live music or a piano playing, or you're in a nice sort of a jazz bar or something and the music's just playing in the background, this is doing the same as that. It's just reproducing the sound in a way that's just hard to describe. It's just so encapsulating it. You just don't want to take the headphones off, and it's very hard, as I said before, to go back to a traditional headphone because of the way they've done it. Now, as I said, some of the reviews around the place have said, it's harsh, or it's this, or it's that. I think you really need to, as I found, you can imagine, it's taken me a while to grip this, and I am a very, what would you say? I have to say I don't stop fiddling with things until I get the answers to my questions. And this product, I've spent so much time with it, and would I want to buy it, or would I want to give it back? No way, I don't want to give it back, and yes, I would buy it. I mean, it's just so hard not to own these. And the other thing is, we've actually ran these headphones through obviously Apple and Tidal, and I've also used probably 7 different headphone amplifiers, my iPhone 11, and all the different products that I've used. I have been absolutely impressed. It's just a fantastic headphone, and as you can see there, most headphones all look very similar, and these guys have taken a whole new approach, and it's just the build quality. And I guess the other thing, as I've mentioned before, it's handmade in Taiwan, and there's always something about handmade products. And there's been reviews all around the world of this product, and it's been reviewed very, very well. But I just wanted to cover off that if you are looking at a sort of a series set headphones, you want to own a set and just have them for years, this would be the way to go. It really is a once only purchase. You buy it and you just enjoy it. And as I've mentioned before, the cable quality, and I've also tried different cables on this, and the cables they provide are truly outstanding. And the option, as you can see with the connections, you've got 6.3, 3.5, and of course the balanced 4-pin XLR, which I think is a fantastic package when you look what you're getting: the case, the adapters, the port adjustments. So you really can tailor make the headphones as well. So you're not just stuck with the sound that you bought. You can, if you wish, change the ports around. As I mentioned in my previous review, those port adjustments do make dramatic sound differences. So you really can change the headphone dramatically. And the thing is, if you are going to go down that path, I spent ages on the last set going through them all, and I found the perfect match for me, and I put it back together and left it that way. As I said, this particular model, straight out of the box, I'm absolutely thrilled with the actual default settings that this arrived to me in. So if you haven't experienced oBravo, I seriously think you really do need to have a listen, and you would not be disappointed. It really is a fantastic, unique sound, and it's providing and when I say unique, I mean it's providing a natural replication of what the music would be like, i.e. in the studio, i.e. if it's live. It just does a sensational job. So again, I hope you've enjoyed today's product review. If you'd like more information about these oBravo, the oBravo HAMT-3 MkIIs, then you duck onto hifihq.com.au for Australia, or hifihq.co.nz for New Zealand, or just go to oBravo.com. And really, what a fantastic pair of cans. And I think if you haven't heard of the brand and you would like to do something a little different, you're looking for a more natural and detailed sound, and you want to replicate the music as it is, you're certainly not going to go past the HAMT-3 MkII. They really are fantastic. All right, guys. Well, thank you again for tuning into AB Sound Advice. I do appreciate you supporting the channel, and we'll see you next time.